National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Washington Redskins and the Toronto Huskies. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. 54. You got that, Brandon. Snap.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw left side, complete. It's Watts. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. For Kirk, there's a peek at the numbers in last week's game. 5 catches, 55 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Second and 6. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one a first down pickup of 8. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In the sense I got from it, I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
Second down and inches. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll drop to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Christian Kirk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Now, this is a crew that come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On first down, Melvin. Going for a right side here, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On 1st and 10, Melvin. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Well, that was big right there, because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These 2 teams all tied after 1. Back to throw here. Looking middle, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Off play action. Melvin. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff looking right. And some space here. And now off to the races. Down the right side. And touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And a long run there in the end to top it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
On 2nd down now, it's Watts. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Peters. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Here's a 2nd and 7. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this first half. And it's a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defense. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline.
That's it. Big hit.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up third down and 2.
Coming to you, coming to you.
On third and 2, Melvin. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 29-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again, Melvin. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to our... There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to throw. Melvin. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Hey, they scared. Check 99. Check 99. Watch the eye.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Lutz with the extra point. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
17 yards that time and a Washington first. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defense.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
They're going to look to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
Trying to make a comeback often appears daunting, but the only way to get there, start small, score, and worry about getting the next one after that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
So here's the home side to take over on offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third. Looking to throw. Melvin. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. We got 4. We got 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Watts. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and now it's 3rd down.
Ready. 7. 70, Indy. Shoot.
Now back to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw. That's caught at the 3. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Christian Kirk with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead. And
now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. As we take a look at the playoff picture, and certainly a lot of jostling still to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
Yeah, exciting for us because we get to talk about it, and, at the end of the day, 6 teams are going to go from each conference, and guess what? We're going to have a playoffs. But nerve-wracking for all the people involved, all the teams, because their goal is to get there. And anything less than that makes the season a disappointment. So they've got to be primed now for a big finish to their season.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a 1st down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd down, it's Mack. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Melvin. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, That means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
So here is the home side to take over on offense. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Right, 58, right there.
Off play action. Melvin. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brian Burns in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown! Miles Boykin, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that get first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this will be a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So out now come the Redskins. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll drop the throw. He's got Smith here. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Come on, set. Send over. 54. Hey, tight down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. They'll look to throw, and this is caught, and that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by a field goal, a minute 54 on the clock. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Now a handoff looking right. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Brian Burns in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So now it may look bleak, but this one not over. They do have all 3 timeouts.
Even at this point on the field, where it looks like, you're really backed up, hold them to a field goal. That's the mantra right now. You hold them to a field goal. You still got a chance to take care of business on the other end. But you're right. The 3 timeouts are going to be key. How well they use them to preserve clock as well as stopping.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They run the counter. It's Watts. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. So now the story changes. Trailing by 6. A little over 40 seconds to go. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Byron Murphy, the first pick of the second round there defensively. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. The offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You've got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
He's going to let it fly, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming. The Hail Mary, they just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for the Redskins, they're into the